Most people think their mortgage payment is just one number, and that's exactly why it feels confusing. Because it's not one thing, it's a whole plate. And today, we're breaking it down using Sushi. Hi friends, I'm Kat with the Mortgage Tool Bus, and today we're taking a field trip. Not to a house, not yet, but to something almost everyone feels unsure about before they buy: your monthly mortgage payment. Now this is the Mortgage Tool Bus, and it's filled with tools to help you get home, just like Mary Poppins' bag. And today's tool, Sushi. And I'm wearing my Sushi dress as well to emphasize and help you remember this tool. Before we even start, I want to say this: you are not behind. You are not late. And you don't need to have this all figured out already. Most people were never taught this. So if this has ever felt confusing, that doesn't mean you're not ready. It just means no one ever explained it in a way that actually made sense. Here's the truth. If you can budget for sushi, you can understand your mortgage. Not just understand it, feel confident in it. No overwhelm, no shame, just clarity. Because your mortgage payment isn't just one number, it's a combination of pieces. And when you can see the pieces, everything starts to feel a lot more manageable. So we're going to build something called PITI. PITI, which stands for Principal, Interest, Taxes, and Insurance. But don't worry about memorizing that. We're going to build it like a sushi roll. And this is crocheted sushi. So cute. Let's start with the base. The rice. This is your principal. This is the amount of money you borrow to buy your home. This is part of your payment that pays the balance down. So every month you own a little bit more of your home. Even if it feels small at first, it's building quietly, consistently. That's equity. And I love this part because even though it doesn't feel exciting, it's still working in the background. Next, the soy sauce. That's your interest, the cost of borrowing money. Because most of us, we're not buying homes in cash. I know I don't have enough cash. And here's something important. Early on in your loan, a bigger portion of your payment goes toward interest. So if you've ever heard someone say, it feels like all I'm doing is paying the interest at first, they're not wrong. But here's the part most people miss. You're still building equity at the same time. Both things can be true. And this is usually where people go, oh, no one ever explained that part. And ideally, you'd like the lowest sodium interest rate possible, right? And we can talk about that and see what you need to get the best interest rate that works for your goals. Next up is the crunchy part, your property taxes. That's where people usually get surprised. This is about where you live. And most of the time, it's included in this monthly payment. It's collected by your lender and held in something called an escrow account. So when your property taxes are due, they're already set aside. It's not always the part people think about first, but it's absolutely part of the experience. And depending on your area, it can change over time. Finally, the part holding everything together: insurance, the seaweed wrap. This part protects your home, and it protects the lender's investment. And just like taxes, it's usually included in that monthly payment and held in that escrow account. It's one of those quiet, behind-the-scenes pieces that keeps everything secure. Okay, pause for a second. Because this is where most people realize their mortgage was never just a number. It's always a structure, a combination, something you can actually understand. And once you understand it, you can start making decisions from a place of clarity, confidence, instead of guessing. So, your mortgage payment is your whole sushi plate. The rice is the principal. The soy sauce is the interest. That crunch is the taxes. And the wrap is the insurance. And sometimes there's extras like HOA dues or higher taxes, different insurance costs, that ginger, That could be the mortgage insurance. And just like sushi, those extras can change your total pretty quickly, which is why we don't start with how much is the maximum I can afford. We start with what feels comfortable in my real life. Because just because something works on paper doesn't mean it feels good month to month. And home ownership should feel sustainable, peaceful, aligned with your life. So if you've ever been wondering, what would my payment actually look like? Could I do this? Let's map it out together. No pressure, no expectation, just a conversation. I'm going to put my free mortgage calculator below. You can play with different home prices, different down payments, different monthly comfort levels. And if you want help turning those numbers into a real plan, message me or grab a time to chat. Because if you can budget for sushi, you can understand your mortgage. And you don't have to figure it out alone. I'm Kat with the Mortgage Tool Bus. Let's go home. Before you go, what surprised you most? Principal, interest, taxes, insurance, that I have crocheted sushi in my tool bus? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear. Until next time.